Hello and welcome to today's topic, which is adding of all to comparatives. And just to be clear what we are talking about, here's an example. The hippo is big and the rhino is big, but the elephant is the biggest of all. So why do it? You don't have to use of all. It would still be good English to say the elephant is the biggest. So why add of all? First reason, it's a way to stress how big it is. If we were only saying big and we wanted to stress how big, we would say very big. But you can't use very with a comparative. So you can use of all instead. Reason number two, when we're putting things in order, it helps to stress the number one thing. It stresses the winner, the first prize, the top of the list. So, for example, on our trip, we went to watch a big football game and we went to the beach, but the best of all was when we went to Dream World in Bangkok. Okay, third reason. It's the way that native English speakers speak. But often people who have learned English as a second language don't use it. So if you're in a situation where a boss is not just looking for someone who can speak English, but it matters how well you can speak it, it will put you ahead of other people applying for the job. And it's easy. There's only two rules. First one, if you're saying the best movie and you want to add of all, it goes after the word movie, not after best. So we say the best movie of all, not the best of all movie. So the second rule, you can only use it with the top level of comparative. In other words, you can use it with oldest, but not with older. You can say there were three sisters and Nomupo was the oldest of all, but you can't say there were two sisters and Nomupo was the older of all. You can use it when you make the comparison by using EST, like largest or wettest or strangest, or for longer words where you make it by using most. So for example, the most wonderful of all, or the most confusing of all. So let's try it. So in the story that follows, there are some situations where of all has been used incorrectly. You have to circle them or make a note of them on a piece of paper. There are also opportunities to use of all that have not been used. So I want you to underline them or make a note of them on a separate list on a piece of paper. So here we go with the story. And you probably need to pause this now because I'm not going to make the video long by making a space now for you to read it. So I'm going to go straight on to the answers. So you need to pause until you're ready to go to the answers. And here's the answers. Okay, at the song competition there were two funny songs, and the funnier of all. Now you can't say funnier of all. You can say funniest of all, but funnier, no. So the funniest of all was about a person with a very bad voice who thought they were very good. Some of the songs were very loud, and the loudest was too much for my ears. So loudest, that is an opportunity to put of all. So you could say the loudest of all was too much for my ears. At the end, there was a fun prize for the most awful song in the competition. So again, you have the opportunity there to say the most awful song of all in the competition. Some of the competitors tried to be the worst, and again, of all, so that they could win this prize. The prize for the solo female went to a very strange song, but strangest of all, so that is used in the correct way there. Strangest, EST, the top level of comparative of all, so no problem there. It was sung by a man dressed as a woman. The best of all thing was that on the way home we had ice cream. Should be the best thing of all was that on the way home we had ice cream. And this is the end, my friend. See you next time.